This is the biggest crash we'll ever see in our lifetimes. It's called the everything bubble. Everything's going to come down.
Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you find the video helpful, leave a like.
So for most people, that's bad news. But as I was saying last night, crashes, everything goes on sale. And you can't get rich at that time. You know, like right now I'm in hog's heaven because Saks is always having sales. So I keep buying stuff I don't really need, but I'm in there shopping. But the most important thing, what this country and the world needs, as you know, Europe's in trouble. They don't think the EU is going to make it. China's in trouble. Japan's in serious trouble. The world's in trouble. And it's in trouble because of lack of leadership. And as President John Kennedy said, leadership and learning go hand in hand, basically. So when I was invited by Patrick Bet-David, I'm here to serve those who serve. We need more leaders, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm here to acknowledge you for being leaders in your own little worlds.
So in 2 times I asked you about market crash, you went back to leadership. So for the 3rd time, how bad do you think market crash is going to be? These people, real estate and mortgage people, and you can tell them, by the way, just let them know, can you handle the truth from his point of view? Are you guys tough enough to handle the truth? Yes or no? Some of you guys are not clapping. Some of you guys are like, no, I'm not really. Tell me some good things. How bad, how ugly can it get?
So the worst it could get is civil war. I think the best we can express is probably a depression. We're already going into it. As I said last night, you know, what we do, we print money to solve our problems. And all that does is increase debt and creates more freeloaders, social welfare. I'm not against social welfare, but don't print money to pay for it. At the same time, our debt escalates. Our debt to GDP right now is 120%. At 90% debt to GDP, we're bankrupt. That means for every dollar we spend, we go deeper in debt right now. So our debt is now in the trillions. I don't know how many trillions it really, I've heard it's 260 trillion. I don't know how they measure it anymore. At the same time, they raise interest rates into a recession. This has never been done before. So that's why I'm saying there's somebody intentionally doing something to bring America down and the world down. And there's a video of Trump speaking to, I think, the United Nations or something, and he's telling the German contingency back in 2018, he says, don't trust the Russians. Don't depend upon the Russians. And now Russia can cut off their power. So there's something really goofy going on. I'm not privileged to find out about it. I want to put some fear into you, because the more dangerous the mission, the better you've got to be. I talked about last night how, you know, when I was at Camp Pendleton preparing to go to Vietnam. I was a Marine helicopter gunship pilot. Our life expectancy was 30 days. 30 days. Now, most people say that's not good. I said, well, it inspired me to become a better pilot. Okay. Thank you.
So, just out of curiosity, did you guys hear what he said was the best case, worst case? Let me in case some of you guys were checking Instagram. He said, worst case, civil war, best case, a depression. You guys heard that, right? So now this is coming from Robert. So, Robert, for some people right now that need to go use the bathroom and they're a little bit concerned on you saying best case is depression, worst case is civil war, you know, what feeling you want the entrepreneur to get? Because sometimes when you're small and you're coming up, you're trying to make your marriage work, you're trying to raise kids, you're trying to pay the bills, you're trying to hire people, you're trying to expand, you're trying to go and grow your business, get better, read books, listen to audio, take courses, attend events, fill up the gas tank, change the oil, all this stuff that you have in your life that you're dealing with. Sometimes you don't have time to sit here and think about other things, and then market that you have zero control over happens that's not on you. How does a person who has zero influence over the market, okay, maybe they have control over 20 people's votes to change them or certain things. How does a person who has no control over politics at this phase of their lives, no control over the market at this phase of their life, no control over interest rates at this phase of their life, how do they properly make the right moves to still be effective where the market's going to go good, bad, or ugly?
Thank you. I said this last night to that group last night, is the purpose of a leader is not to be the leader. The purpose of a leader is to take what a great leader like Patrick does and pass that lesson on. So your job, I congratulate you for being here. You could be a lot of other places today. But I think your most important job is to take what Patrick is teaching and pass it on to your people outside this country or your home. We need leaders, right, ladies and gentlemen, right now, and Patrick is one of the best. As I said, when I met him so many years ago, this big bus pulls up, and I said, who is this guy? But the moment I looked in his eyes, I knew who he was, because his core values are solid. As I said last night, it's our core values. Then you have the culture, and outside that's organization. So in the U.S. Army, when I found out he was 82nd Airborne, I knew who he was. Because the Army is a big organization, the culture is 82nd Airborne, but the core values are what drive him. If you can duplicate his values, we win.
Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. The Higher Wealth channel is focused on providing the best content we can. And together, we will achieve whatever we dream. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to the channel and check out our latest video.